Hey everyone, how's it going? Hold on, let me get hard. Alright, how's it going? Welcome to my Mecha Rhino stealth mini nuke build. And, I know why you clicked the damn video. Alright, let me get right to the chase, cut the shit, and show you that these numbers are real. Roll it! So there you have it, boys and girls. I hope you are satisfied with the numbers. And without further ado, let's take a look at the build itself. Full disclaimer, you're going to notice in the top right corner right now, my health is a lot larger than what it was before, and also in some of my other videos that will follow this. I was trying to use adaptation in place of vitality mod, and I was really hoping that adaptation would reduce my the damage that I was taking with Iron Skin, and it does not. So it was kind of a waste of a mod space, and it was making this guy weak as fuck. So let's take a look at Rhino Prime. Like I just mentioned here, we have Vitality, and it's now in place of adaptation. That didn't work so well. We also have Steel Fiber for armor. This is actually going to feed into our Iron Skin and make it stronger, make the numbers higher. For our aura, we have Mecha Empowered. We're running a Mecha set, a full set on this sucker because, check this out. We get a little added bonus here down below. It says, Companion marks a target every 15 seconds for 12 seconds. Killing the target applies their status effects to all enemies within 30 meters. And that's what makes everything around your marked target die when you shoot it. It's really cool. It makes the gameplay a lot funner and interesting. And it also will add to our armor. I'll show you that in a little bit. But this mod itself, I don't think it should be an aura mod, because I don't believe this 150% extra damage against a marked enemy applies to your squad. I think it's just you. I know for sure that the bonus listed down below here is just you. If someone else shoots your marked target, the status effects do not carry over to all the enemies within 30 meters. That is the downside of this, but we still get a great benefit, which I'm going to show you in a little bit. Power Drift, I wanted some more power for my Iron Skin. And we have Prime Continuity for ability duration. I wanted this to be somewhere near 100% because I don't want every other ability to suffer. This is going to be a balanced build. We get about 11 seconds on our stomp, and pretty good duration on our other abilities as well. I mean, if you're in trouble, you're going to rely upon your fourth ability, Stomp, to basically CC all the enemies around you, and you don't want that Stomp to last only a second. Some builds will be like that when you're trying to pour everything into Iron Skin. This one is not one of those. We have Blind Rage to get as much strength as we can in on a single mod spot. It's got a little negative ability efficiency, but we're going to make up for that with Fleeting Expertise. As you see, that has negative ability duration, but we countered that with Prime Continuity. So a lot of scales and balances going on here to get what we ended up with. Our second Mecha mod, which makes all of this set worth it for Rhino, is killing a marked enemy grants 60% armor for 20 seconds for each enemy within the 30 meters. This stacks so well when you combine it with Ironclad Charge. So this mod, you can use your first ability to ram through all the remaining enemies that are alive for just a moment. So you want to shoot the marked target first, the Mecha marked target, and all the other enemies are going to get their status effects. They're going to die pretty quick, so you're going to turn around, you're going to ram right through those fuckers, and you're going to get even more armor. And this armor buff lasts for 10 seconds, which is why I hit the marked target first, and then I ram through all the remaining enemies that are alive so that we can have some time to cast our Iron Skin. And I also have Iron Shrapnel. So if you're doing really high level, you're going to probably want to engage your iron skin first before running into the thick of it. What this allows us to do is we can still get all those armor buffs when we have iron skin enabled, and once we see those buffs, we're going to blast off our iron skin, and then we're going to cast it again to basically input all those armor buffs into iron skin, and that's how we get the big numbers that we're getting. This makes it really easy to use, and plus when you blast it off, it's pretty cool. All the enemies around you just kind of fly away. The damage isn't that great, especially since I'll show you at the very end of this video, I had maybe 200,000 armor that I was dealing as puncture damage to a group of like 8 heavy gunners. And I think half of them survived, which is kind of weird. That's puncture damage for you, though. It's not too great. Oh yeah, the arcanes don't matter. I didn't have a good shotgun arcane. I had arcane tempo, and that's not what we want for this build. That's a fire rate. Arcane, so what I put on here is some arcane precision and arcane awakening. It's okay. It's for pistols. This is basically my CC secondary gun. It's an area of effect. It stuns enemies. It creates a cloud of gas, and it's pretty fast. I like it. It clears a room quite quickly. And for our primary, there was no other choice for me than Tiger's Prime. There are other primaries that you can get 100% status on, but Tiger's Prime is like that one hit that does it all. The one shot that gets the job done. Not only that, it's slash heavy, which we want that slash proc more than anything else to carry over to all of our other enemies. The build itself, the only thing that really matters is that we have dual elemental status mods so that we can reach 100% status on this. Also, Hell's Chamber multi-shot is helping with that. You don't need a Riven. You really don't. I kind of bumped up the slash because I want that to proc more. You can do whatever you want with this. You basically want your primary to just be 100% status and a really good elemental or physical damage type that can carry over to enemies and kill them quickly. That's all you need to do. So another choice for this, for example, might be Miter. I was actually using that on a interception mission, and it did pretty well. It did the job. So you might have another that you can use with that, and that's totally fine. For this, I actually want to use something different for my melee, but it doesn't matter. I like this because it's fast. It's really, really fast, and like I said, it doesn't matter. It's got range, it's got speed, it can clear a room if I need it. That's all. Vazarin, I kind of like being able to heal my Kubrow really quickly, and this allows it. Vazarin can instantly heal your squad mates or your pets, and also they can instantly heal you for the next 4 revives. A good note about this is if you run out of the 4 revives, all you have to do is pop out of your Warframe with your operator and revive with your operator, and you got 4 more to use. So it's basically 8. And the Kubrow. You can use any Kubrow you want with this. I use the Harass Kubrow because it has a really cool ability of turning you invisible, and that's through the use of the stalk mod here. The Kubrow cloaks itself and its master to stalk down its prey when they are within 24 meters. Now the interesting thing about this is when you're seen, all the enemies will kind of try to come over to your location, but when they come within range, that 24 meters, you're going to turn invisible. Now even though that happens, they're still going to kind of drag all the other enemies to that location. They're going to be curious. They're going to be curious, and they're going to all huddle up for you, and it makes it really easy for you to ram through all those targets to get your ironclad charge going. And also you can find your march target quite quickly when they're all in one space. Our third mecha mod is Mecha Overdrive, 60% status link to our primary weapon. which is also why it's really good to have 100% status primary, like the Tigress. And we got 90% status duration. So our Kubrows slash damage is going to last almost twice as long, which is pretty cool. Link armor, because we want to use Rhino's armor with our Kubrow. The sad fact, though, is that Link armor doesn't use our thousands and thousands of ferrite armor that we're getting with our iron skin. It uses your base Warframe armor, and as you see here, we get them up to about 519, which is pretty good. And our last mecha mod is Shield Recharge. It is, I don't like it, because you don't really use a lot of shields with Rhino. And all the shields that we have right here, 375, that's not a whole lot. Those are going to go away rather quickly with a few shots. But in order to get our companion to mark targets more often and for a longer duration, you know, we're going to need this mod on here. You can take it off and replace it with whatever, but he's going to mark less and for less time, so you're going to have a lot more trouble finding the marked enemy. Meta pet kit, because companions have a tendency to go down a lot at high level, so this allows us to get almost about a minute of time in which we can go back and heal our companion. We don't have to rush with, I think, what is it, 16 seconds? We don't have to rush to their aid too quickly. We can finish up what we're doing and go back and heal them. And that's the 72% bleed out reduction. Also, it'll heal their health over time. Looks like we got 6 health per second. Anything that helps him stay alive is great. The Link Health mod, we have a lot of health on Rhino, and this is bumping our Kubrows health up to 1,449. We're going to need that. I was trying to run without this at high level like I was telling you, and it just couldn't really be done. He was going down so much. It was annoying as fuck. And also another mod to help that, which I added, is Pack Leader. So another reason why I wanted to change my melee to something with more range from Kogaki Prime to my my staff there is because I can hit more enemies at once. It has a bigger range, and so with all those enemies being hit, this guy is going to get healed up to 36% lifesteal, which is awesome. We also have Animal Instinct. It's going to be good to know with this guy, when we're invisible, where all of our enemies are at, and if enough enemies are in range, that we should shoot our marked target and get the benefits of that. And also some loot radar. Why not? And we have Maul for melee damage. We want our Kubrow to do some damage. We don't want him to be a weak little bitch. And so we have this on there for when he does strike. And yeah, it's pretty good at low or mid-level. High level, it's going to be negligible. 1,306 slash isn't a whole lot at high level. And fetch, because we want to be able to quickly gather up all the goodies, all the nom-noms. We want to get all that energy and all the health and all the good items that they drop. So that is the build, and I'm gonna show you some gameplay right after this. Yeah, this is usually the part where I brain fart and I forget what to say, so I'm just gonna wrap it up and say enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow this channel so we can get more viewers and get the word out there, have some creative builds running around in Warframe. So yeah, have a great day.